We're told not to judge a book by its cover, but for Novak Daniels, he says the way he looks is stopping him from getting a job. Dressing like a punk is his passion, but Novak wants to work, so we offered him some help.
People stare at me, people look at me as if I'm gonna hurt them. I've seen mothers hide their children away, and it's like, I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
Novak Daniels is used to turning heads, but when it comes to employers, they're simply turning away. This shopkeeper says what most people are probably thinking.
We get some old ladies and things and that would scare the pants off them.
People say they don't want me in front of customers.
When he starts the day, 18-year-old Novak doesn't look quite so confronting. But then, out comes the makeup.
I dress how I like, and if people don't like it, they don't like it.
Do you ever think, oh, maybe I'll just take it all off and it'll be simpler?
No, because then I wouldn't be myself.
I'm very proud of him. He's my son.
Novak's dad, Murray, says before he started dressing like a punk, Novak was shy and anxious.
When he was growing up, he didn't know how to share his emotions, so this is his way of doing it. I'm proud of him.
Do you ever say to him, well, mate, take out the piercings, get a suit?
No.
I'm a friendly person, and if you get to know me, that's who I am.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I can tell that now from meeting you, but I guess a lot of people on face value make that judgment.
They do.
So would you give this punk rocker a job? Novak says he's only ever really had one job, and that was working for his dad in a cafe 2 years ago. Since then, he says he's struggled to find any work in this town he lives in here on Queensland's Sunshine Coast. So we went out with him one day to see what reaction he gets when he hands out his resume.
I'm actually just handing out resumes today.
Yeah, cool.
Who do I need to talk to about that?
The manager, but he's not in at the moment.
All the shopkeepers were polite, but Novak claims it's not always that way.
Some days, though, it can be like everyone's against me. It's crazy.
So have you actually had someone say, I'm not going to give you a job because of the way you look?
They can say, oh, yeah, we wouldn't mind you out the back, help out with dishes or whatever, but otherwise, no.
I'm not the boss.
You can hand it on for me?
Yeah.
Here the shopkeeper keeps talking after Novak leaves.
If you really want a job, wash your face. He's a lovely kid, but...
Here Novak tells the shop worker not to make a big deal about his looks to the boss.
Let him know that, this isn't what I wear every day.
Yeah, you're right.
For jobs, he feels like he gets overlooked because of the way he looks. But is that any surprise to you?
No, it's no surprise to me. I mean, there's, employers, they have their own image that they want to uphold, but he will find his niche. He'll find where he will thrive.
Sometimes he tells me he's a little embarrassed to be with me, but,
Novak says he started dressing as a punk when he was about 12, and now he's a star on social media. He has 55,000 followers on TikTok. Is this just for social media?
This is all me. I'm doing my own thing.
Is this just a phase? Do you think you'll get bored with this and move on?
If it's a phase, I've been in this phase for about 8 years.
So what would you say to prospective employers out there?
Give him a go. You give everyone a go. If they don't perform, then doesn't matter if they could have a suit on and they won't perform. You have to, let them go.
And knowing he needs a job to help the family budget, Novak agrees to undergo a current affair makeover. Hey Novak, how are you?
How you doing?
Ready to try this makeover?
Oh, let's do it.
So we've got a shirt for you,
Whoa.
a pair of trousers,
Slim.
and a pair of shoes. Hopefully they fit.
Let's do it.
As part of his transformation, Novak loses his chains and the green hair. Then he gets some tips from Marie Pickett and Jason O'Hara. They work for a company called Suited to Success, which specialises in styling people for job interviews face-to-face and online.
Just for the purpose of seeking employment and speaking to people, it is just having that more conservative look.
It's only for the interview as well. Once you've gone to your interview, you can get changed back into your streets. You know what I mean?
The mohawk is gone and so is the makeup and some of the piercings, leaving him looking like, well, the kid next door.
Get a haircut and get a real job.
And for the interviews, mate, tuck your shirt in. It's only for the interview that you've got to have it tucked in. Once you leave that interview, you can rip it out, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
Have a look at this.
What the heck have they done? You look really, really good.
The only one home to see the new Novak is his great-uncle Greg. He's a lot different.
A lot different.
Do you think it's better?
I'll stick my neck out and say yes.
And dressed for success, Novak hits the road to see what reaction he gets with the makeover.
Hi, how are you? I'm actually just handing out some resumes today.
Sure.
Sweet.
Is your availability on there?
Yeah. Well, I'm available, constantly, actually.
This time round, the shopkeepers seem more interested, several asking when he'd be available for work.
Do you have any positions available? Or?
Oh, we never know. Some days I do, some days I don't, so I'll take a resume.
Availability?
7 days a week, mate.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not doing anything.
Too easy. All hours, eh?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pass it on for you, mate.
Today they're a lot nicer, I've noticed, but...
They treated you differently because of the way you look?
I believe so, yes.
He's got the biggest heart, one of the biggest hearts, and a hard worker. Sometimes needs a bit of motivation, but he's motivating himself. He's 18 now, so he has to.
And while he won't stop dressing like a punk, Novak says when he's at work, he's happy to tone it down.
My pitch, it's not the looks, it's the person. I am a hard worker. I don't sludge around. I love making sure everything is done right. So I'm going to be asking questions. I'm going to be working hard towards becoming the best person at what I do.
As a result of us promoting Novak's story, he has been offered a job, but it's in rural Victoria, and he's hoping for something a little closer to home.